Good afternoon and welcome to the Victoria Advocate. I'm Becky Cooper, Managing Editor. With me at the table today is
John Wilcox, courts reporter and public safety reporter.
he's filling in because Chris is out at a meeting and Tony's off on PTO today. And behind the camera is
Thomas Martinez, digital editor.
and he will be answering your questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. But before we get started, I wanted to I forgot to do a question, a trivia question. But John, you're good at these things. Anyway,
Can I participate?
sure.
Okay.
When I was on my way home last night, I was just telling this story. I was at Crestwood in Maine going north, and this lady was in the outside lane, and as the light turned green, she put on her blinker, turned on her hazard lights, and got into the inside lane and stopped. And I was like, what is this woman doing? There's nothing to turn in, left at that area. And little did I realize she was stopping because there was these two really cute dogs or puppies in the road eating something. And with her sitting there and all these cars around them, they still wouldn't get off the road. So finally she got out of her car. She looked like she was barefoot. And she goes and it sounded like she looked like she was yelling something at him, like get away. And she started clapping her hands, and that scared her enough to get back on the grass in the yard.
What kind of dogs were they?
One of them looked like a little baby bulldog or some sort. Cute.
Like a pug?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And the other one, I don't know what it was, but they're both just really adorable dogs. So
whoever that lady was, thank you. Thanks for doing that.
So the lady in the red Toyota sedan who was on Main Street about 7 o'clock last night, thank you for saving the dogs and being kind to other animals. So, and nobody,
Broadcaster license plate number.
I don't know that one. I didn't memorize that. But, nobody in line honked or anything like that. Everybody was just really patient. And then once the dogs were off the road, she took off, and we all took off. So I thought that was a really nice, kind gesture on her part. Okay, trivia questions. John? John is really good with trivia. So. What cult classic film popularized the red swing line stapler? The red swing line stapler.
I think I know this. Where you at? Don't give. I know the answer.
Okay, just hold on to it. And then the second question. Henry VIII had a total of 6 wives during his lifetime, and most of them didn't fare too well. Which 2 wives did Henry VIII have beheaded in an infamous Tower of London?
Okay, I think I.
Okay, think about those. We'll get to the answers at the end. Give everybody time to think about it. Okay, tomorrow is D-Day, as everybody knows, and so on A1 we will have a special poster page profiling 3 veterans who served in World War II. I think one man was a prisoner of war, one man was actually on Normandy or Omaha Beach when they...
On D-Day?
On D-Day,
wow.
And I don't remember what the other man's part was.
Are they living?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
we interviewed all 3 of them.
That
one's
great.
99, one's 94, and one's 92.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's incredible.
So.
That opportunity is going away. I'm really glad that we're able to talk to them.
By boatloads a year, man.
Yeah, daily.
A couple more years. We'll add that one.
I was surprised. Also on A6 and 7 tomorrow, we're going to have a special tribute to veterans, and I was surprised how many were still alive, and how obviously they're all in their 90s or 100 by now. But it's just amazing because a lot of them, I figured we'd just be getting names of deceased people and very few living people. But
we put the call out to area veterans, World War II veterans, and I've just been seeing them trickle in. It's been really cool to see them come in, and I've noticed that I've really enjoyed their pride, I guess, for their service.
Are you getting some? Or just listening to them?
It helping people come in. Where do I go to talk about?
But I think it's cool that we keep that list of the active ones, so we have future ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not going to lose that list.
Someone's got to compile that.
Oh, it is
we
compiled?
are. Well, I mean, I'm glad we are compiling it.
Well, actually, and I'll get his name right, Dr. Peter Reese had a project years ago where he collected names of Victoria County veterans who served in World War II. I contacted him when we first kicked this off, hoping he would be able to help us. He said he'd love to help us, but he was out of town and wouldn't be back till after D-Day. So we put out a call, and we got over 300 names.
Wow, that's a lot.
Some people, they know their family, their veterans' branch of service, but didn't know the rank, or they knew the rank but not the branch of service. And so with the rank, we were able to figure out the branch of service. And one lady, and I don't want to steal the thunder for tomorrow's paper, but one lady went to the Veterans Affairs office to find out her dad's rank.
Uh-huh.
She knew he was in the Army, but she didn't know what his rank was. So she was really proud to show off that piece
It
of
seems
paper.
like a lot of veterans for our area too. We only got a couple 100,000 people in the Crossroads, right?
Oh, this area is
200,000?
always been a proud military.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to have like bases during the World War II.
Well, we had Foster Field and we had Owl Field, which were training bases for flights, for pilots. So, and I think one guy even said his dad served out here at Foster Field, so pretty cool.
I don't know if this is true, but maybe you didn't know this little piece of trivia, John. That Silver City got its name from the pilots who were doing their training missions, and all they could see were these houses with silver roofs on them.
Oh,
Tin roofs.
that's I
So
didn't
they
know
call it,
that.
like,
That's
Silver City.
interesting.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I've heard that before too.
That's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. A lot of how'd we go? A lot of military who served here, who were shipped in here to serve their duty, met local women, fell in love, and they got married, and so they came back here after their service, and so that's one reason why there's a lot of military here.
Yeah.
So, and you'd be surprised how many women are on the list who served as a wax or
Oh.
waves. Is it waves? The women in the different branches of service. We have a really cute, and hopefully we're able to use it, a photo of a man and a woman they were both in the military. They got married. They had a picture together, them in their uniforms. So it's pretty nice. So that'll be our special contribution to D-Day tomorrow. So that'll
Sounds
take.
great.
Yeah, I can't wait. The design that JR had last night looks pretty good. So
Nice.
it looks really good. So elsewhere in the paper, we'll have our weekly regional roundup, and then we'll have.
There's reason to talk about anything else.
No, actually, that's the most important part of the day.
Veterans always rule.
And we have a story on Congressman Cloud voting against Harvey disaster aid. Interesting. Then we have day one of the Bach Festival. Bach Festival's going on the rest of the week. There's a breakfast performance each day. There's a lunch performance, and then there's an evening
And
performance.
that's a free breakfast performance, I
Free,
believe,
right.
right? So if you want to go down to Liberty
Liberty Coffee House, yeah.
you can do that. Yeah, I've covered that. It's a neat little intimate gathering. Music is beautiful, and you can enjoy your breakfast and take it all in for free.
You know, out of all the years of the trip, I never went to one Bach festival.
Oh, really?
I went to one
Kinda weird. You
performance.
think- I mean, I can't. When I was thinking about that last night, it's like,
They used to have lunchtime performances on the bandstand downtown,
Mhm.
and I'd go down there for lunch. But since I quit that, I haven't done it anymore. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, but you got the trees, so that kind of blocks.
You know the heat index. I think tomorrow is going to be 106 degrees,
what's the heat?
up to
About
106.
96?
That's like 90, like mid 90s.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's getting hot.
I think because of all the humidity, like
Yeah.
and that rain that we're gonna get tonight.
San Antonio News this morning was predicting either Thursday or Friday to get up to 102 actual temperature.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for that.
I'm not either.
It seems like it was just 70s. Now it's already
Yeah.
in the 90s.
yeah, we're gonna see upper 90s. I think 97 and 98 on Friday and Saturday. So the summer started.
Summer's here. So keep your air conditioner running. Oh, another D-Day story. Joe Dahlstrom, who's in charge of the library at the college, he is part of the University of Texas Alumni Band, and they are the official band of D-Day this year. Can you believe that? And so they're at Normandy today. They went to the cemeteries today, and he put flags on some of the Victoria County people who are buried there. And then
Wow.
they're doing some parades and some concerts while they're over there. Pretty cool.
That's a great story.
Amber's working on that.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and send us some photos from the cemeteries.
Huh.
Pretty cool. And I have the list. Joe Royce was able to tell me that he'd given Joe Dahlstrom, not Joe Royce, why do I keep doing that? Peter Reese. Joe Royce is a man in Cuero who I've known forever.
Shout out to Joy Royce.
Hey, Joe. Peter Reese, Dr. Reese was able to tell me that he gave Joe Dahlstrom the names of the people over there so he put the flags on. So Joe shared that with me, and we'll have that in the paper tomorrow.
Mm.
Joe Royce is a really cool man. He probably served in World War II. He's up in close to his 90s or close in his early 90s. He was a pharmacist by trade and really nice man. So we got got that. Get Out is on a winery up in Moulton, Moravia area, and we have photos for that.
I heard of a really good art gallery up
Oh,
there
really?
too. Yeah.
Haven't read the story. That's cool. We will learn more as we read that story. And then there's a artisan cheese place that they get their cheese from. And yeah,
What's your favorite cheese?
I tried Munster cheese.
Munster's good on sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that on sandwiches. Yeah, I really like really sharp cheddar cheese,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Real sharp. Yeah.
and you put a apple slice on top of that. It's really good.
Never heard of that.
Try it. It's really good. My husband rolls his eyes every time I do it, but I really like that.
I like
What about
that.
you, John? What do you like?
Stinky cheese,
Which is-
Swiss cheese, Gouda. Big fan of Gouda. The kind that like smells like your sneaker after you've
Mhm.
worn it for a long
Yeah.
time.
Ugh. So do you hold your nose when you eat it?
Oh no, I just let it all waft around.
Wow.
I marinate in it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Do you just eat it plain, or do you eat it with
You know, just with
Fruit or-
a thin wafer, a cracker,
cracker?
just a plain cracker. Taste the cheese. It's
Hmm.
delicious.
Do you mix it with a wine or?
Yeah.
Drink
You
it
know,
with-
you know when I usually eat cheese, usually with my sister. She's a extremely pretentious foodie. I hope she's not watching this. But you know, we'll do martinis, a little bit of melted Gouda cheese, some stinky cheese, different olives.
Mhm.
Just snack on it while we cook.
And then you're full before the meal's ready?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what type of wine would you pair with Gouda?
I don't know anything about wine.
Oh, okay, you just
I
drink
let
whatever
her
she
do
puts
that.
in.
Yeah, she
Okay.
just gives me stuff.
Okay. Interesting. What about you, Tom?
I like a lot of different cheeses, but I tend to like them like I like my food spicy. So, I mean, there's no natural spicy cheese.
Right.
Pepper jack.
Well, I mean, you
I
got
like
add
pepper.
peppers in there, but yeah, I eat pepper jack on a lot of stuff, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like sharp cheddar, Munster, Havarti.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Havarti's a good one. Cream.
I've actually started to take a liking to blue cheese. I've never really liked it over the years. Do you not like it?
I love
Oh.
blue cheese.
I've tried it a few times on salads, just crumbled in the salad.
Real mozzarella is
Oh.
actually
Oh.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Not the kind you get like on pizza, but like real mozzarella. Not
Stringy.
that, yeah.
When we were on our cruise last year, we went to some different places and they made real mozzarella
Oh,
cheese. It was
wow.
so
That's
good.
awesome.
It was so
I bet
good.
it was because
Yeah, it was fresh and yeah, it was really good. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to some cheese. In sports, we have the high school track and field all area track team,
Oh, wow.
which Nicole designed, which she did a really nice job on that. We held that from Sunday because there wasn't space. In sports, is there any basketball games tonight?
Yeah, it's that third game of the finals is tonight.
In what time?
And that's going to be in California, so it'll probably be a late start time. But the series is tied 1-1. Toronto is traveling to Oakland to take on Golden State, so we'll see how that ends up.
Is that like the Super Bowl of basketball?
The national champions will be named.
Except for Super Bowl is the only sport that actually only has like one game, you know. With like baseball, hockey, basketball, they all have best of
Like
series.
series
Yeah.
of games.
Yes, most of them are best of 7, so you have to win 4 to win it.
Mm.
But you can play every other day in most sports, and like in football, it'd be hard to play 7 games in 2 weeks because you beat
You
the
just
heck
gotta
out of
recover.
it.
You gotta have a few days in there to recover. Yeah.
And game wouldn't be very fun to watch after about 3 of them in 6
Man,
days.
nobody would be moving after about 3 games. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Anything else? I don't have the state wire in here. Of course, everything in the world has to do with D-Day and all the ceremonies going on. President Trump is still overseas in England for the D-Day, to mark D-Day as well.
Oh, some exciting news from Jeopardy! Did you see that?
I saw
Yeah.
that guy finally lost.
Wow, yeah. He on that. I think if I get this correctly, that was the game he was going to surpass the previous
Yeah,
record
yeah.
setter
Yeah, he could have.
For total money, not
for total money.
not
Yeah,
games played.
but still, that's a big deal, I think.
Yeah, what was it, 2.4, almost 2.5 million?
Yeah, he was at 2.4. Yeah,
Yeah.
2.4, 2.5. Yeah.
You
But
got
that-
outplayed by the.
A librarian.
Yeah.
She bet big. She took his strategy.
Yeah.
And even if he would have bet all his money in like Final Jeopardy, he still would have been $1 short.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
Because
would make that-
she did one of those bets that she was gonna come out no matter. But they all answered the question right, so. it didn't
So I
matter.
wonder if this is like a new era of Jeopardy players now. People who bet big, risky,
Maybe.
Yeah.
You still have to be.
good.
You still have to.
I mean,
You still have to have a lot of money to
Smart.
bet it, so. Man. Well, how many days was he on?
39 or something like that?
Was it only? Yeah,
39 straight
Wow.
wins or something like that. I don't remember.
I think
off the top of my head.
record was 70 games before.
Well, how many games was that Jennings got?
I think he was like 70 something
Yeah.
games.
Wow, that's a lot of games.
Everybody just assumed this guy was going to not only beat his money record, but his games played record
Right.
too. But
Yeah.
That's
Like,
why he
so
won.
is this lady the librarian? Is she still on, or did she lose the next day?
well, I mean, they're taped like
I don't know.
2 months ago, so
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they're taped way
Oh.
because they tape like a week at a time.
I remember reading when they said they taped their last show for the end of, for the season, and that Alex Trebek was going to for his treatment or whatever. So that was months ago.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this lady will make a good run too.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. So, good summer viewing. Gary would make it home from work in time to watch Jeopardy. And
Really?
so he read something on Monday that about this guy that he lost. The game that was going to be shown Monday was when he lost. And Gary said, "Well, I guess I don't need to watch that today."
Well, in our house growing up, Jeopardy and the Vanna White show, what's that one called?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune were like back to back, and that was like must see TV. Like my grandparents were glued during that hour of TV. I just love that stuff.
I like Wheel of Fortune. It's fun to figure out the
But
puzzles.
those two shows have been on with the same host for such a long time.
Okay, well, let's see what the answers to our trivia questions are. What cult classic film popularized the red swing line stapler? Anybody?
It's Office Space. I grew up with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great quotes in that
Was
movie.
that the American version? Wasn't there a British version of it?
It says swing line. It was
Don't quote me on that,
1999.
I'm not sure.
1999. Swing line didn't actually make red staplers when the movie was released. The one used in the film was a black swing line stapler painted red.
You almost no. You're thinking of The Office, the TV show.
Maybe.
This is the one.
I know the movie, but I thought
Okay.
I thought that was based on another movie.
But shortly after the movie came out and became popular, the swing line started making red staplers. Okay, next question. Henry VIII had a total of 6 wives during his lifetime, and most of them didn't fare too well, apparently. Which 2 wives did Henry VIII have beheaded at the infamous Tower of London?
Okay.
Third and the fifth.
I think it's going to be Queen Mary of Scott, and then second is it Anne Boleyn?
Are you sure?
No.
Tom, you want to venture a guess?
No.
Anne Boleyn was right.
Nice.
Was the first to be beheaded in 1536.
Catherine what?
Catherine what?
Catherine the First. I don't. I'm just
Well, yeah,
I'm just
probably.
grasping.
Catherine Howard followed in 1542. So I guess he didn't want anybody else to have him if he had him beheaded.
Hmm.
It's like I don't like you anymore. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
headed.
You don't get into family riches or anything. Let's go to the tower.
I'm regretting walking out of the end of that Queen Mary, Queen of Scots movie that just came out now.
Why? 'Cause
I
you
got
got-
bored of it,
oh.
and I thought she got beheaded, but I didn't watch the end.
Oh. Maybe she was one of the lucky ones. Okay, well, that'll do it. I'll be here tonight. If you have any questions, comments, story ideas, or let Tom know. Either way, we'll be happy to talk to you. We will sign off for now, and we'll be back here tomorrow.
Waldwin, number 8, Adam